It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is July 26, 2018. Gotta give a shout out to my man Maxwell Swanson. He wanted me to play this joint here. I guess it's a YouTube cat by the name of TAK or TAK, and it's K-pop is the mix up he's got going on here. Sounds like some house type music. I don't know, but it's hot. I love it. Thank you for the song request, Maxwell. What's good, people? It's been a couple days again at work hard, trying to get everyone set up with the trading room. A lot of stuff going on in that regard. So in the middle of converting the other three algos to the new one, the 724 algorithm. So just been working hard. Hope you guys are hanging in there. We've kind of slowed down with the markets as far as, you know, the continued move up. We can't seem to get past a critical area. We'll talk about that and take a look at that. But today we're going to talk about two articles that caught my eye. One being Iran. Iran looks like they may be the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender. Let's take a look at that in a second. Also, Fidelity has some news. It's interesting. They have a 15% stake in this particular master node. So this actually came out on Reddit or through a call that kind of slipped out with this particular master node. I'll let you guys know what cryptocurrency that is. And before we do anything else, jump over to cryptoblood.io. Check out that trading room. It's $2.99 now, 45 slots left. Yesterday was the, I guess today is the official launch of it. Anyone that signed up before today was pre-order and got the discount. So now it's $2.99 for 3 months. Check it out. I'm going to update this page later today to reflect the HALA 724 algorithm versus just hodling Bitcoin. It's a significant improvement even over the 322 one. I'll do that later today so you guys can see that, and I'll just update all the other pairs as I convert them over to the new logic schema that I've built for these pairs. But you have about 2 weeks to sign up before I close the door. And you have to wait another 3 months. So make sure you guys check it out if you're interested. So on to the markets. Let's take a look at that really quickly. We are currently at 300 billion. We're back above 300 billion. That's good news. Very good news. Bitcoin 7-day performance 10%. Look at that. Man, all these alts are lagging big times. They're laggards. And I'm hoping that we'll see some type of swing over to the altcoins at some point after the ETF hype has died down a little bit. We still don't know what's going on with that, if, you know, the CBOE is going to actually get the green light. I'm suspecting that they will, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's take a look at that chart really quickly. We just haven't even tested, to be honest with you, 8600, 8650 is where I have my next resistance area. So we haven't even tested that. It may take a day or two. I think by the end of this weekend, we should make a decision to test this area officially. We've had a huge run up, so I can see a side channel like we had here in this area. So I can see us doing that here for a day or two more, and then trying to go for it again. So we'll have to see, people. Just keep your ears to the streets. Be patient. You know, you got to be patient here. So the first article is out of Dash News. I told you guys Fidelity actually invested 15% stake in a Dash masternode. This is interesting. I know there are a few Dash supporters that subscribe to my channel. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up on this. This actually came out a podcast, latest Three Amigos podcast. Not the Three Amigos you guys know. This is, I guess, Dash Force News Three Amigos podcast. And it was revealed that Fidelity, the large investment firm, owns 15% stake in Neptune Dash, the publicly traded company offering fractional Dash masternode ownership. So this is interesting. Dash Force News reached out to Neptune for elaboration on this news that marks a significant adoption of Dash by the traditional financial world. Dustin Zinger, Investor Relations Manager at Neptune Dash, explained how Fidelity's investment got started. He says here, Fidelity took in our convertible debentures, which resulted in them owning 11% of the company at the time of going public on January 22nd, 2018. Between January 22nd, 2018 and March 9th, Fidelity increased their position to 14.93%. So Dustin elaborated that after owning 11% of Neptune Dash, Fidelity increased their holdings to the just shy of 15%. Dustin also added that Fidelity was one of the first firms they went to when looking for investment. He said originally they were one of the funds we approached during our initial go public funding roadshow. We cannot speak for the motives of Fidelity, but we can assume they wanted exposure to the cryptocurrency space. The article kind of just goes over some of the details of that. This one part I do want to read though. It says here, Dash's focus on everyday consumers provides the necessary returns for investors. Investors are attracted to Dash because of its focus on consumer usability in everyday life to buy or sell items, no matter how small or large. Dash has been able to do this by maintaining record low transaction fees, fast confirmation times, and security. This has enabled Dash to see rapid adoption by consumers around the world. It says here, Dash has thus been able to solidify its user base and its transaction volume, which in turn has allowed it to solidify its fair value. This has been possible through Dash's unique decentralized autonomous organization that has enabled better and more consistent improvements and upgrades to the network while also staying decentralized. It says, lastly, Fidelity and other institutional investment firms have a fiduciary duty to their investors to seek out the assets that will generate the best overall returns for their clients. Thus, their investment in Neptune Dash, and therefore Dash, is a signal that Fidelity has researched Dash and realized its advantages and potential for future growth and returns. This will provide Dash with more market exchange price stability and will increase users' confidence, the contribution which will further increase Dash adoption. What do you guys think? I like Dash. I think, again, these are the type of cryptocurrency you guys want to see widespread use of a particular crypto. You're going to see cryptos like Dash, even Digibyte, and the ones that are faster. I think Dash actually has is deflationary. I don't know. I'll have to double check on that, but those are the types of cryptocurrency you're going to see used more and more, and you'll see the Bitcoins of the world be treated as just digital assets for investment purposes. So let me know your thoughts. I know many of you are Dash supporters. My man Max Kaiser was a huge Dash supporter. He did the whole Dash across America last year. Give me your thoughts, people. I think this is great news for that community, for sure. Good to see that happen for them. The second article is one of more of a sovereign topic, if you want to say. Why Iran, this is out of Ethereum World News. It says why Iran could be the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. Wow, let's take a look at what this says. Iran is feeling the pressure of U.S. sanctions after Trump withdrew from the 2015 nuclear deal. Recently, U.S. Ambassador revealed that the U.S. was trying to eliminate the possibility of Iran withdrawing its money from European accounts. Wow. And so it kind of goes on to talk about, Iran possibly looking to create either their own cryptocurrency, or this article is proposing they just use Bitcoin. And it says here, the rumor of the creation of an official cryptocurrency backed by oil has not been able to win the necessary support for it to be born as a project. Moreover, if it's born, it is difficult for it to be accepted by other countries. The United States will make sure of it by sanctioning with its financial advantages those who take such currencies. And we saw that, guys. We saw that with the petro over in Venezuela. Maduro created a petro cryptocurrency that backed X amount of barrels of oil, and he was looking to trade it with countries. I don't think as of yet any countries have actually done the deals, because the U.S. came out and said, hey, you do that, we're sanctioning you as well. You could transact in any form with this petro cryptocurrency out of Venezuela, we're going to come down hard on you. So and they even said even if United States citizens hold it, they're in trouble. So I agree. I don't think creating their own is really going to work unless you have a country like Venezuela and Iran start doing cross-border deals. But it's going to take a few countries to step out there and risk their necks being chopped off to do this. And I think I like what Trump is doing with the tariffs temporarily. I think it's a deal. It's a business tactic that he's using. I don't think that tariffs long term are going to be advantageous to any economy, right? But in the short term, I like what he's doing there to really bring the balance back to world trade, especially how it hurts us. But I'm saying all that to say, with Trump being very aggressive with foreign trade and these trade wars and stuff, I can see countries like Iran being forced to move to a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin to start settling some of their exports and imports. So let's see what happens though, people. The article goes on to say here, however, it is a difference when compared to Bitcoin. The crypto is already accepted worldwide. Its use and exchange value have a decade of credibility, and several governments are creating legislation with their minds set on the evolution of the financial systems. Malta, Belarus, and Switzerland are clear examples of this. Bitcoin is, for now, unstoppable, and Iran could be the country that gives the necessary push to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender on a massive scale. So yeah, let's see what happens. I think if any country were to look to do that, to make that chess move, it would probably have to be a Bitcoin and not their own cryptocurrency. It's widely accepted, Bitcoin that is, and it's known, right? And as the article stated, it has 10 years of proven technology usability. So let's see what happens. You guys let me know, what do you think? Do you think a country trying to break free from the fiat paradigm of really more so just the US dollar, right? Is it better for them to create their own cryptocurrency like Venezuela has done? Or would it be better for them to use Bitcoin, a known cryptocurrency, one that's accepted, one that people feel comfortable with more so than, creating their own, if you want to compare the two? Do you think the latter is a better scenario for a country like Iran, even Venezuela? Should they have just done that? Let me know your thoughts though, people, and I would love to have that conversation with you. But I think that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the routine. I'm out of here. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Holla!